What's going on? Arvid Views back again with another video. And in this video, I just want to talk to you guys. It's been a wild, wild time. I just want to say I love you guys. I always think about you guys. And I know that I don't make the same videos that I used to, and um, at least right now. I've been doing other things where it's it's just what I've received. And, you know, I don't expect you guys to jive with that, but the whole reason I started this journey was because I love people, and I just hate seeing them suffer. And I knew what NoFap did for me, and it was honestly life changing. And I wanted to give you that because I knew it would help. It was just, how can I explain this better? How can I get deeper so they understand more? Because I read all the comments, all of them, and and people tell you don't read the comments, and 98% of those comments were positive. Obviously some of the bigger videos that blew up, um, you know, outside people from, just not our subscriber friend group, would comment, and unflattering things. Obviously, some of them were funny though. I didn't take it to heart, but I read all the comments, all of the comments, like, you know. But I did it because I cared, and it's been 8 years. 8 years. So if you were, excuse me, if you were 20 starting to watch my stuff and my videos, you're 28 now, and you could have a family. And I just want to say I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you guys, and I hope, I hope they helped, I hope you learned to love people. you know I'm getting emotional because obviously I care about you guys, but my life has been really good, and I just hope that you guys have had good lives in those 8 years, and you know uh, I'm just hopeful that I didn't leave anyone behind. When I stopped making videos, and having a girlfriend, and then turning into my wife, and part of me never wanted to stop. I just didn't have the time. And then me, hopping in once a year or once every 2 years, it was just, it's tough to get back into it. And, in the same way I wanted you to have what I was getting from something is the same thing I'm trying to do now. And I understand that, some people aren't going to jive with Jesus and Christianity, and heck, even Jesus said it that would happen. So, but I just hope, that you guys are doing good. You know, um, you know, all of the comments over the years have just been so hilarious. And, I hope you guys know I had to get rid of those videos. And there was a time where I was reading the comments, and, obviously I want to help everybody. That's the goal. And, you know, I don't know if you've ever felt helpless, and some of I don't know, maybe it was the way I perceived the comment was being written, but I know there were people out there that were going through it. And whether that be mentally or physically, emotionally, hungry. They were so deep in my heart when I read them. And, sometimes I just wanted to leave it unread or just not say anything, because it just seemed like me saying something, there's nothing much I could do, because I just, in my mind, I just explained everything in full detail, and I just couldn't get you to understand. And I'm sorry. And, obviously you guys would know who you were. And I hope you're doing awesome. I hope you found that you could do it, that you had the power in you to push through. And through this 8 years, NoFap changed my life. It's, if there were a story, a video, if someone wanted to make a video, and you flash forward 8, 10 years, this would be it. I am at peace, like real peace, like supernatural peace. And that's why I make those videos, or I'm going to start making more. But the other night, and I'll make a video on this actually, because if God tells me something, I do it. But God told me why NoFap works. And you ever just like zone out for what feels like 15 minutes to an hour, and really you just zoned out for a minute but received so much information out of nowhere? That's exactly what happens. And if that's happened to you, your spirit, God has just gave you a download, I call it, a revelation. And it, he basically said that when you stop doing that, it's like when you fast. And when you fast, your brain and your belly, your whole body, like your flesh, just just quiets down. Like it stops taking up and like taking your attention. So when you stop, you're no longer putting your attention into this reality, if that makes sense. And that extra attention now, when you're not doing things, is coming from the spirit, that those thoughts. So when you start feeling good, it's because now those extra thoughts, the brevity of it all is coming to you. But that's, yeah, I call it kingdom. That's from the spirit. That's from a different dimension. And it's that clearness when you first start. It's almost like a glimpse. And you, essentially, you are becoming different. You're jumping into a new reality. Because now you're no longer doing something that was you. If that makes sense. So like the person you are in your head at that moment in time does those things. But if you stop doing those things, now you're someone else. You're still you, but you're different. You're in a different reality. You just changed reality. And so when you stop, now you're in a different reality. Now you're closer. Because the whole point of, I mean, it's essentially in a lot of different other religions, but, you know, and I hope you get into the Bible, but the Bible will say, put your mind on things above. Put your mind on things not of this world, on peace, love, joy. The concepts of peace, love, joy are not of this world. Because the world was fallen. And you're using a brain, right? You're using your brain. If you just went from a worldly perspective, if like to be smart is to be like Machiavelli, whereas you're just kind of cutthroat, planning to get ahead, right? And if you keep doing stuff like that, if you just live from a worldly view, animalistic type of view, if you like live through that animalistic view or just a worldly view, where you you think it's smart to to try to steal or lie to get ahead and whatever it is, it's just so worldly. And when NoFap, you know when you stop giving your body attention and you just start living, and the same thing with materialism. Like if you have a phone and you're on it all the time, essentially what it's doing is it's not allowing you to receive. And then sometimes, God will give you what you need, obviously. Um, but you're not really growing in a way. You know, you're you're just kind of growing deeper into the the earth realm, if you want to call it that. Because as people, as humans, we're conscious. We have a consciousness, and that's what separates us, because we understand that. Some people understand that we're not the body. This suit, this vessel is just a suit. I mean, and stopping and starting NoFap is allowing you that moment of clarity to think about things. You know, um, people call it, desexualization. I know people made videos on that, and that's what it is. It's because you gotta. Now you don't have to, but as humans, we were made for more. And in fact, if you look up, you know, in the Bible, in Genesis, God breathes his spirit into us, his breath. Our spirit originally is from God. We were one with God. We were a part of God. And, once you sin and have condemnation, and you just get separation. So to think about God, is just natural. To think about where we come from and where we're going is natural. To think outside of this realm, this universe is natural. It's only been made weird or unnatural through time. Like and this is why I love Christianity, and it's more because it's Jesus, don't get me wrong, and you know, I tell this to people all the time, my Christian buddies and friends that I meet. It's like I look crazy talking about it, but it's so hard to explain. And then as you get deeper and you're growing in the spirit, so basically the spirit that's from outside of this realm, I thought you guys would jive. Maybe not the videos I've been making, because they're more of just like, I gotta get this word out kind of thing. But you guys would jive so hard with Christianity. And I mean, I hope you guys give it a shot. I hope, you guys watch the videos and stuff like that. And the videos will be a little bit better. I'm having them more spaced out, unless they're like a prophetic word, and what else? Or maybe just like on the chalkboard, or the whiteboard. Um, but they're going to be more edited. Um, and maybe more like this. I like talking to you guys like this. I just like being natural. And just kind of flowing, and just letting the spirit just take over. And but it is so spiritual. It is so crazy. Um, but you won't hear this in a lot of Christian circles. And I'm not knocking anybody because as far as, Christianity goes, I'm brothers with everybody who's a Christian. Like literally, like we have the same soul or a same spirit, excuse me. And so I'm not knocking that, but Christianity gets so deep. And if you read it, and the more you read it, the deeper it gets. It's like an onion. And, that's why I want you guys to follow. I want you guys to come along because the same love I had for you back then, I still have for you guys. And the same knowing that NoFap would work for you guys, Christ, Jesus is way more. It's at a deeper level. And you know what makes it better is that I know it's not going to be up to me to get you to go higher. Because Jesus, the Holy Spirit, will get you to do that. And I love you guys. And I hope you guys accept Jesus, and make him your king, make him your Lord. And but if not, if you don't want to do it, that's your choice. And I just hope that you follow along some of these videos I'm about to put out. And they're gonna be, unless they're like I said, unless they're like a whiteboard or like a prophetic word, check them out. The teachings. I hope you guys get it, and I'm trying to do it in a way where even people who don't understand it can come in, and people who are kind of spiritual can come in and enjoy that too. And yeah, I love you guys, and it's good chatting with you. Peace out.